Dive into the deepest ocean. These divers have a truly astounding release. They catch animals, recording organism, and found something that should be considered a treasure. Therefore, in this issue, come with me to see those deep-sea discoveries that no one can see. These are deep-sea shots that were accidentally captured. It will definitely open your eyes. But before we start, please give me a like first, and subscribe to Discovery. This way, you can watch past videos. You won't miss the exciting content of the next issue. So let's cut to the chase. Giant watering fish. When diving near the bottom of the sea, a diver meets a giant. He's not a shark, he's not a whale, but he was big, a fish much bigger than him. As he glides, he noticed his huge size and striking features. It turned out to be no ordinary fish. It's a rippled pure fish, also known as Napoleon fish and dragon king Dao, etc. It's a fascinating creature. It's impressive with its huge hunchback. The changing colors make it look almost is another world. This species is also the largest living organism, one of the reef fish. Its presence means that the ecosystem is thriving. Old ruler. Mysterious creatures underwater. I'd really like to see what's on that second camera. March 6, 2013. A deep-sea expedition in the Greenland Sea. But it took an unexpected tour. When submarines explore the icy depths of the ocean, a sudden shock shook the submarine first. The crew thought it was a big fish. Until Yupu's hand is on the glass. The figures outside looked almost human, but his features have disappeared. He didn't try to break in. He looked like he had just been hit. However, just a few weeks later, on March 27th, the authorities suddenly banned any exploration in the area. Risk activities are at that time, and it started flooding. Is he a mermaid? An unknown deep-sea species? Or is it a life form that has never been seen before? So far, the authorities have not made any public statement. Do you know how that works? Please share your views below. On to Rarest shipwreck. Marine life. Not the only one. Something that arouses human curiosity. A pair of divers explore Greek waters. At the site of an ancient shipwreck, found it hard to put aside. Letter of artifacts and human regrets. This shipwreck dates back to 60 BC. It was called the Rarest shipwreck. This is the most discovered so far. Valuable treasure. One of these findings. The arm of a bronze statue, covered by vines after centuries underwater. Scattered on the seabed are naughty pieces of jewelry. And others are practiced, perfectly preserved cultural relics. Experts continue to study the site, utilize advanced diving and Prime Minister technology. It's all sunken under the waves. More secrets in the field of sculpture. By the way, the shipwreck site is the first in archaeological history, one of the cases of sub-underwater excavation. Mysterious coral reef tourists. An underwater explorer during a routine dive got more than he expected. He set up a video camera to capture the beauty of the ocean. He stood there. Without realizing it, a huge thing passed behind him. Not once, but twice. He didn't know. But then when he looked back at the camera, he couldn't believe it. His eyes are fixed on those huge creature with a long neck. The plan was simple. Just go back and see for yourself. It's like something out of a dinosaur movie. Passing by him, why didn't he see it? He knew he had to go back. But the ocean didn't always give him a second chance. Friendly interactio. The ocean is full of adventure, although it is picturesque. But there are also respectable giants here. Like a diver. Rarely encountered one of them. It's not a great white shark. It's sand. It is one of the largest fish in the ocean. It doesn't just swim past. It's standing vertically on the water. It's parallel to the diver, mouth slightly open, as if checking him. But he was smart, no panic, and took care of the situation, because he knew that these creatures could feel fear. Pretend to be a big deal. Coral reefs are teeming with life, but some creatures prefer to hide. A diver is exploring a coral reef. A mouth suddenly appeared on the coral. It turned out to be a giant eel. His head is thick and powerful, slowly emerged from his hiding place. Everyone knows. So, the master of disguise. They spend most of their time hiding among rocks, waiting to attack passing prey. It's rare to see one underwater, but what makes this moment even more incredible is that he's bigger than he is in these waters. Most of the eels found are larger. It's an impressive presence. But he didn't retreat. He watched this particular eel. After all, this is an encounter that doesn't necessarily come with money. Legend has it that there are behemoths in the depths of the ocean where light can barely reach. Two divers noticed one. Strange shapes move in the dark. When he gets close, they realize he is more than just a stone or a shadow. This is a skeletal structure, unlike anything they had ever seen. His rib-shaped body extends far. It's got a skull-like head. His twisted appendages extend as if frozen in time. He looks old, hardly real. It's like a giant beast in legend. A giant sea creature lost in time. Is this evidence that they ever existed? Or something even older? A long-forgotten creature, waiting to be discovered? The Lost Palace. The big surprise for the team Meses CISO was the discovery of the wreck. In the port of the island of Tyrados, a group of explorers dive into the waters of Alexandria. I stumbled upon an inconvenient one. Place of the letter. Under the waves is a ruin, the remains of a lost world. As they swam closer, they realized they had discovered a palace and the underwater ruins of the temple complex. This is Clio, where Patra once ruled. The seabed is littered with earthquakes and tsunamis. Overturned giant limestone block. Over 1,600 years ago, this place has been hidden underwater for centuries. Preserved for 30 BC, before the Roman Empire. The secrets of Egypt's last dynasty. A kingdom buried under the sea. But still, to those who dare to explore whales, sharks, and encounters whisper his story. Behemoth of the deep. Last week, myself working outside, Edie Witter, caught the first ever footage of a giant squid in us waters. The second time. This has been recorded worldwide. A research team in the Gulf of Mexico been reviewing hours of deep-sea footage. Nothing came of it. Then a huge squid appeared in the darkness. His long tentacles moved slowly. His huge body, hardly noticeable in the dim light. This is the second time in its natural habitat, shooting giant squid. But the surprise didn't end there. The beam is 50 meters away. A column of water formed, forcing the crew to remain vigilant, although they have captured the chaos. This is the deepest ocean few have ever seen. Evidence of the beast. A rare sight. December 1st, 2024. Lampi, North Sulawesi, Indonesia. The strait is about 7 meters deep. They saw a huge frogfish doing something unexpected. Divers have captured a rare sight. He seemed to yaw. These creatures are masters of disguise. They often fit in nicely. It looks like part of an underwater reef, but it's not a random extension. Yunning helps clear his jams. This is the key to controlling breathing. Although still, digging fish depends on this action to survive. It's a short glimpse of the hidden life of this ocean. It's a charming moment. Giant Zhongyu encounter. While diving off the coast of a remote island, a diver accidentally discovered it's not on his radar. He came face to face with an octopus. But not just any octopus. It was a huge creature. His limbs stretches far beyond your reach. He is slowly approaching you, strangely sticking out one of his tentacles. He doesn't try to escape like other deep-sea creatures. Now people have different theories about this organism. Some say it's consistent with environmental change, or mutant octopus affected by genetic malfunction. Others think he could be a whole new species, in order to be different from the behavior we know is hidden deep within. Anyway, it's safe to say that this octopus is no ordinary The lost story lies deep underwater. The divers found something bizarre. Bones littered the seabed, strangely looking unscathed. It's like being frozen in time. As they swim further, the sight becomes even more disturbing. And they saw it. A sunken ship covered in layers of marine plants. Submarine. There are more skeletons sitting in their places inside. Their hollow eye sockets stare into the darkness. This could be a serious maritime accident. They will stay here forever. Some people believe that deep water has a power. You can pull things down, trap them forever. Maybe this place is proof. Numerous live sculptures. When a diver approaches the bottom of the sea, his lens is covered in dust and bubbles. For a moment, he could see almost nothing. But as the water settles, his eyes widened, and right in front of him is a building. It looks like a door to an unknown place. What he saw next left him speechless. His surroundings. They're sculptures of people frozen in place. But this is not some forgotten ruin. It is located in Lanzarote, Spain, near the coast. It's called the Museum of the Atlantic. This is Europe's first underwater contemporary art museum. It is also one of the first underwater museums in the world. More than 300 life-size sculptures, scattered on the seabed. Each one tells a silent story. Giant jellyfish are drifting. The waters near Cornwall are teeming with marine life, but some encounters are striking. While diving near Fairmouth, a diver discovered nearby something unusual is floating. He moves gracefully, pulsing in the water, but he is much bigger than expected. He had seen jellyfish before, but never like this, because this time is different. This is a barrel jellyfish. It is the largest jellyfish found in British waters. But even among its kind, this time it's also huge. These jellyfish are usually hard to spot, especially here. See a jellyfish up close under the water. This is an encounter that few people will forget. Weird sand lake sand. Aquarium at the Dubai Mall. Divers are exploring marine life. All of a sudden, a huge shark caught sight of them. He's getting closer, with an uncomfortably intense gaze. Stare at them? One of the divers later described, it was a moment of total uncertainty. This is no ordinary shark. He only has one eye. Misshapen gums and jagged protruding teeth make him look weird. When he swam to the extreme distance, the diver is still grasping a rock to avoid attracting attention. This is killing tigers. It's an endangered species. Although his presence is rare, but he reminded people, these creatures, how is it that in a constantly changing world, continue to survive? Invisible giant. And the video went viral. He showed a giant sea creature. Any creature known to science. Mismatched creatures. But the real shock was his open mouth. It's almost like a moving black hole. The size of this creature make the diver look small. Hardly real. Speculation spreads like wildfire. Some people think that this is evidence of an undiscovered creature. Others associate it with a mysterious sound connectio. This is MLV in 1997. A powerful underwater creature has been discovered. At that time, some people believed that he comes from a giant sea creature, but scientists later concluded that he's a man-made scam. And now we have this video. Those old theories are coming back. Huge white surprise. A salvage diver in South Africa. Know nothing about it. He narrowly escaped death while he was filming, and it came out of nowhere. A giant great white shark came up behind him. His mouth was wide open, less than a meter away from his face. In a second twist of luck, divers lower their heads at the opportune moment. The shark barely bit him. Didn't catch him? It was passing by, slowly disappearing into the depths. If the shark really wants to charge, he can definitely do it. Maybe he's not hunting. He's observing. But it's not safe to get too close to them. So that's the end of this issue. Which finding in this issue surprised you the most? Or do you know of other deep-sea discoveries? Please share with us below. In the meantime, look at what's going on. Other cool highlights that appeared. See you next time.